Hey yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the video. We've got a little bit more news coming out from Wuthering Waves. They posted this about 2 hours ago and I thought I'd just relay it to you guys. A little bit of a teaser in regards to Echo gameplay and a little note on the flight. So this is from the Twitter. We'll soon begin our adventures in Rinascita, the land of echoes. Before you set forth, let's take a look at some of the new Echo gameplays Rinascita has in store for you. And then that's obviously sending us over to the website, which we're going to take a little look at now. As well, I am going to check out some of the gameplay that IGN posted. I was going to react to it yesterday, but I thought I'd stay away from it because I wasn't sure if, you know, it was allowed really in that regard. But it seems like everybody's doing it. So you know what, why not? Well, let's jump on the bandwagon, eh? Let's look at this first, shall we? So we've got a sneak peek of adventures in Rinascita Echo gameplays, and obviously we've got the gondola that we saw in the trailer. This was one of the very first images we saw actually in regards to Rinascita that was like banding around the internet, which obviously makes sense. Gondolas, Venice, you know, Rinascita being based on Venice, which is cool to see, and it's a pretty cool design, and we can actually ride these as well, and it seemed like from the trailer I think we can bring one of the resonators along, which is a kind of cool thing, you know, allowing us to have the resonators with us as we're doing things. So I don't know if we can be like, I don't know, say we're Changli, and then we can have Changli, not Changli, another resonator sitting opposite us. That'd be kind of cool. But anyway, let's have a look at this then, shall we? We already saw this in the trailer, to be fair. So a common boat-shaped echo in Raguna. For most Ragunaceae, gondolas, or Ragunaceae, gondolas are the preferred choice for transporting both people and goods. Is this the way you're going to get from the lower city to the higher city as well? Because it doesn't seem like there's any connection to the lower city of Raguna and like the upper city, we'll call it, you know, where like all the rich people live, I guess. Hop on a gondola and navigate the intricate network of waterways in Rinascita. Again, just looking at this, like, man, Rinascita does look gorgeous, doesn't it? Like the environmental design, again, Kuro have absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. If you haven't watched the 2.0 live stream yet, guys, go check it out as well. If you look on our channel, video uploaded yesterday is pretty much all of the best bits in the video that we reacted to. Check that out. I'm sure you won't be disappointed on 2.0 because it's looking for you. Okay, so we can navigate the intricate waterways of Rinascita and the cruise share. This is what I was talking about, actually. So Rover can invite an obtained resonator to enjoy a leisurely, idyllic ride on the gondola together. This is kind of cool because I think a lot of people, even though it's like a small part of it, a lot of people have been asking for, you know, this more like interpersonal relationship, the parasocial aspect of the game of your, you know, your resonators, whether it be resonators, you know, communicating with each other more, talking to each other more, whether it be them being involved in the story more, or as some people have suggested in my videos, you know, maybe just the resonators being around and being like NPCs that give out quests, which I thought was kind of cool. It'd be nice to just rock up to a daily quest or just a random quest in the game and it be a resonator, just to give us a bit more of that connection with the band of characters that we're collecting, right? And this is you know, I guess this is one step closer to that, so this is pretty cool actually. And you know, you can just have a little ride around with your favorite waifu, basically, can't you? So you can have an even more of a self-insert, right? All right, let's move on to the wing raid then. We did see this again in the trailer, which was really cool, that we can grapple onto them and they can just take us into the sky. A type of echo that can fly. People in Raguna often use them to travel quickly between locations. So are normal people in Raguna just grappling onto them the way we do, or they're hopping on the backs? It's like, you know, out of everybody in the world, I've not seen anybody else doing the grappling apart from us. So I'd be curious to see if I know we're not going to, but it'd be kind of sick if you saw normal people doing that. But yeah, these are really cool looking echoes, actually. Very ethereal. I like the design. And I love the fact that they're introducing a cast of echoes that are just like part of the world, but we're not going to actually use them in combat or fight them. Well, I don't think we're going to be fighting them, but they're not usable echoes. Whether that might change in the future, I don't know. But I kind of like the fact that we've just got this cast of echoes that are not part of the combat mechanics. It kind of builds the world out a little bit and just gives them other mechanics within the game. I quite like that, actually. So you can aim your grapple at the wing ray. When the visual cue appears, cast grapple to link yourself to the wing ray, and it will carry you upward. Again, the skyboxes, man, in Rinascita. Again, man, they're just... that's one thing I got from the live stream. The production value, which in Wuthering Waves anyway, is up there with the best in the gacha space, isn't it? Or They have really taken things up to another level. I think at the moment, in my opinion, this and Zenless really feel like they've got the best production values. Probably Star Rail as well, but in terms of like the gameplay aspect, it's insane, the progression that we're seeing. I can't wait to see what happens in a year's time, and the actual gameplay progression that we're seeing in this game is going to be absolutely insane. All right then, let's move on to the utility flight. This might annoy some people, okay? I think it probably makes sense for the time being though, and let's have a look then. So you can use your flight in your utility after reaching certain heights off the ground. Flight is a utility specific to Rinascita regions, available only while not in combat. So I know this is probably going to upset some people. I've already saw some people commenting on my videos in other videos saying that if it's region locked, it's going to really annoy them. To me, I think it kind of makes sense. Now, you might disagree with me here, but I think something like this seems like it's designed specifically for Rinascita. And maybe going forward, potentially other regions might be designed for it as well. The worry for me, if we have too many traversal mechanics that get us around so fast and allow us to do so much more, it might make the world feel insignificant and not matter because we can just get across it so fast. I might be in the minority here, and I'm saying this. But I suppose I can understand where people are coming from. It would be cool to be able to go back to the 1.0 area, to go to Mount Firmament, to go to the Black Shores and use this sort of stuff. But would it make, like I say, getting across those areas just inconsequential and take something away from them? Because it does, when you look at Rinascita, it feels like it's been specifically designed for this mechanic in thought, doesn't it? You know, the verticality, the gaps between the areas and such. But I do understand, I get it. I know this is probably going to piss off a lot of people. I've already saw people who were suspecting it being region locked, kind of angry before it even happened. So I'm expecting a lot of people to be annoyed about this. But there you go, it's official. It's only available in Rinascita while not in combat, and that's specific to Rinascita regions, so potentially regions that come out in the future that are attached to Rinascita, how the Black Shores was, how Mount Firmament was, you know, to 1.0, that you'll be able to use it in those areas as well, I will assume. But anyway, yep, flight locked to Rinascita, guys, okay? Our first region locked mechanic, I guess then, really, isn't he? All right, then let's move on to Lotte Lost. One of the little teddy bears from the videos that we saw yesterday as well. An incorporeal tacit discord inhabiting the body of a quiet, compassionate plushie. Lotte lost her cherished book, cradled in her arms, treats herself with hidden secrets and emotions uncovered with her attentive eyes. And then we can see a clear cloud. Because this, I like the fact that we're getting to control echoes a little bit more in Rinascita as well, because somebody made a cool little suggestion as well when we were making up our ridiculous list of things we'd like to see in Wuthering Waves, and they mentioned that it'd be kind of cool to have a mode where you go in, and it could be an event or something where you control echoes and then you combat other echoes, which I thought to be actually pretty cool. You know, imagine going as a Tempest Mephis or whatever, insert the echo here, and then you just go through like almost like, I guess, like a dungeon or just an instance fighting other echoes. I think that'd be kind of interesting actually. So hopefully we get something like this, or it pushes us towards something like this actually, because I think that'd be actually kind of sick, to be fair. Transforming into Lotte Lost, her picture book can absorb nightmare clouds, transforming them into beautiful paintings. So I don't know exactly how that's going to work in the game, but we can see her absorbing. They look almost like little flames, don't they? There in this instance, or this dungeon, or this puzzle area that we're in. Looks kind of cool, I guess. One thing I keep thinking though, when I'm looking at all, the big thing that calls out to me, obviously we're getting cool gameplay mechanics. It's the environmental design again. Like Kuro killing it on that aspect of the game. And then we've got unfinished book, transform into Lotte Lost, guide her to collect the lost pages by following the sensed trail as closely as possible. Again here, see what I'm saying? This going back into more mechanics of being echoes. I know we had like some of them previously in regards to like the clang bang, you know, but we're getting a little bit more of that. So hopefully this continues to where we get something where echoes are a part of a gameplay mechanic more than just being part of your kit. and it's good to see that we're going down that route as well. So this looks really cool, actually. You know, cute, it's cheerful, I'm here for it. And then we got Cuddle Woodle, which, for such a cuddly looking Echo, this is a dark Echo when you look at the card, that it feeds on people's screams and fears, which is kind of messed up really when you think about it, but I like it. I like the idea where there's these dark undertones in these like cutesy environments. A powerful tacit discord that feasts on fear provoked by his intimidating figure, yet more often than not, what reaches his ears is, look at that dirty stuffed toy, so pitiful. So maybe he's not scaring people as much as he wants then. Is that the deal? But he really likes to feed on people's fears. And then we can see here, we saw a little bit in this in the trailer as well, didn't we? You being able to use him in like a kind of like a Hulk jump mechanic, which again, kind of cool. More Echo uses within the game other than just gear and, you know, passives and stuff, you know, your stats basically. So this is really cool to see. And obviously, it's more, I guess, movement stuff, but this looks like it's a little bit more specific. It doesn't look like, I don't think we'll just be transforming into him to jump around. This looks like it's used for specific things. I don't know, maybe it's not. Reach a leap spot and transform into a Cuddle Woodle to jump between locations. So maybe this is like more of a tool aspect of the Echo, or it could just be that we're getting more traversal aspects from some of the Echoes then, maybe, because people have been expecting it. It looks like this is specific, because it almost looks like a grapple point, doesn't it, this? So I don't know if we can only use this when we're in that like particular point of the game. I'm not too sure. Anyway, Plushie Punch. Transform into Cuddle Woodle in the presence of a shamrock. Is that a shamrock, is he? Shamrock? Is that a shamrock? Shamrock? And smash it with a powerful punch. Again, it's another instance thing, I guess. Well, not an instance thing, but it's like, you know, a specific location. Something's triggering it and we're able to do it. It'd be kind of cool if you could do this. I wonder if this is how it, like, well, I don't know. Is this I think this is a free cost Echo, actually, now, isn't it? I can't remember. I'm not going to lie. But again, cool little gameplay mechanics being brought in. Again, hopefully we do see something like that. You know, there's been talk about Echo fights, using them in kind of like a Pokemon situation, which would be pretty sick. But I would like to be able to use an Echo in like an event where we're just going through like an instance, a dungeon, whatever it might be, and fighting other Echoes. You know, because we've got a little bit of that, haven't we? Sort of, I guess, in the Elusive Realm. In when we transform into like the Crownless and that, like we stay on field with them. They're like a souped up version of the Echo that we get in the normal combat. So, you know, we're not far from that stuff already. So it will be kind of cool to see it, I'm not going to lie. But again, yeah, man, just a cool little teaser from Kuro in regards to some more stuff in regards to the Echoes. The biggest thing here, I think, is probably the flight's region locked to Rinascita, which I know it's going to annoy a couple of people. But for me, personally, it depends how good the flight is. Maybe once we've interacted with it, I'm like, dude, this is sick. And then going to other areas and not being there might suck a little bit. You know, that's snatching away that power. Or it kind of makes sense to me as well. You just look at how Rinascita's built. It's vertical, you know, flight is designed for this area, or the area is designed for flight, isn't it? But let me know what you think anyway. What do you think about the gameplay? What do you think as well about the flight being region locked to Rinascita? I'd love to know your thoughts on that, actually. So let me know in the comment section, guys. If you did enjoy the video, drop a like. We're going to check out some of the gameplay as well. So look out for that video, and I'll be live a little bit later on as well. But thank you very much for stopping by, guys. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like. Let me know in the comment section. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Get up.